Hey there, gamers. Welcome back to Cryptic Gaming. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful week. So we're freshing off with the reset. There is a blueprint you're going to want to pick up over here at Blackwood that is now available. Then it looks like there's some repeats on a lot of stuff, but the blueprint was something that was new. It is the beam support, so I went ahead and snagged that. You can never have too many blueprints. And just anything else that you see. I did also go ahead and grab breech lock furnace. Get one here, you get one over at Talak as well. Those are definitely some nice pieces of furniture to have when they're working properly. So I do highly recommend that you pick that stuff up. You're looking at carronades, Welling Ward, Lapontent schematic. All of these things here, guys, you can focus on picking up the blueprints over there at the Pinnacle store. We'll show you how to access that real quick. Then we're going to check out Unita. So Pinnacle store you're going to go to your smuggler pass here. And once you enter the pass, then you're going to transfer over here to, I think it's this one with the presents here. Yeah, so you'll be gathering up a lot of tokens. So I've been picking up a lot of these rot mouse. Now I'm going to break off and start working on grabbing some of these different blueprints that they have. Immortal Vessel, I don't really use it, but charge stores could be a good one for me. Freeman's Embrace, definitely looking at it. These are a lot cheaper than Lenitra used to carry like some of these things as well. And it's actually cheaper to just pick up the blueprint. But when you start looking at what it costs to build, like the Lightning Dragon scale, things like that, you got to kind of depend on where you want to get it at. But it doesn't hurt to have a blueprint, guys. So make sure you start snagging those. Now, I am seeing the blueprints from last Smuggler's Pass. So I'm guessing, at least with the furniture, they're going to carry over. Because I'm not seeing that demi cannon, the Thunder Dragon, but I do see the Rotten Mouth. So it looks like whatever the seasoned weapon is, and then maybe some blueprints. But try to stag this stuff out while you can. We've got plenty of time while this is running out here, guys. So we're going to check out Unita as well. Hopefully with this mid-season update we got coming up, it's about 3 more weeks out still. We'll look at that calendar just to be safe, but it's about 3 weeks out by the last checking here. And hopefully we get some of the things that they promised. Like we should have gotten the 100 slots on all of our ships instead of just 50, so that helps us when we go out on our little farming raids and things like that. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so I don't know if you noticed, they condensed all the wood to one box. They've condensed all the metals to one box and all the fibers to one box. So we could actually stock these things up if we should choose to later on. I don't think we're going to be seeing where our pieces of 8 are getting reset or anything like that anymore. But, we'll keep an eye out. And if we hear anything contrary to that, I'll let you know. But, it looks like all of the blueprints I've purchased. If you've not purchased all your prints, there's a ton of them here you need it. If you're running out of, things to buy with pieces of 8, come in here and buy everything. I mean, there's plenty of outfits, different things for your ships, masks, and, you name it. There's just all kinds of cool stuff that you can snag in there. There's also the Sandbuck blueprint, so I do highly recommend picking that up as well. So, but yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at there. Let us see if we can find us a calendar event. Now, I do know that there's going to be... Okay, so we are going to get some Gloria Dorn events popping up. It looks like all of the seasonal map stuff here has been put in here. It's not exactly the calendar we're used to, but it's getting where we can kind of read it. I'm not really sure, again, what's going on with this thing here. It resets every week as far as it has its own little boosts and stuff, but it shows it is 100%, but only 97 complete. So haven't heard anything about that. There is some patch notes, guys. Definitely keep an eye out over at your factories whenever you're running. It's the forts that seems to be what the issues have been at. And from what I've seen in the videos, guys, it sounds like they have been experiencing issues with Fort Demout up here, just as we have been running into some issues over here with Grand Fort, or Fort Granby, I'm sorry, where it actually fails out. Now, I wasn't aware that there was a weak spot over here. But I guess it doesn't require a weak spot for it to fail out. But apparently they've been having some issues with this fort over here. So, yeah, that's one of the things that they said they are going to have fixed, or hopefully to have fixed. So we'll find out this week while we're playing it, checking that out to see what happens with that. There's also a few other issues with rubber banding that folks have been dealing with, and also hopefully we'll be seeing what those issues are getting fixed. Then, of course, we have the issue with the dragon, the elder dragon spawns up here. I haven't been able to test that out. It was not in the patch notes of things that they were looking to fix. So, but forts were on there, and so were the rubber banding. So hopefully we'll get those issues resolved and be ready to rock and roll here. I don't imagine we have much time left on Requiem of the Lost, guys. We'll come over here and check and see just how much time we have left on this event. 13 days. So 2 more weeks. I guess we got a ways to go. Now, I don't know if that means that we have 2 weeks left until the next event, or I was thinking we had 3 weeks before we hit that midpoint. So we'll just have to wait and see what we get. Typically, it ends a week before, and then we'll end up getting like a Glory Adorned or something like that, which starts in 6 days. So I imagine we're going to pick this up next week, and then pick this up. Well, I say next week, I mean next week. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. But yeah, I don't know. Looks like there's quite a bit of stuff here still. So if you haven't been grinding this stuff out, make sure you do. There is a new weapon coming at the next event, so definitely make sure you check back for that. We'll give you a little sneak peek of this thing. This is a bombard, and I'm a huge fan of bombards, just always have been. Frostwell. So this is going to look like it's going to be pretty cool. Sounds like it's pretty similar to those Langs as far as whenever you hit that it sets a delayed explosion that'll deal an additional 2,500% or 2,500 damage, I should say, in a 65-meter blast. And it increases by 15% for each target hit. So obviously we got ships with 5 top deck weapons with the new sloop. And then of course it sounds like the snow, I remember it got a top weapon, but I think that only brought it to 4. I think that brings it to 4, so I don't know. We'll have to look at it and stuff. I do like the new furniture, the new skin that they have for the snow, but it's just hard for me to spend that kind of money on something that's just the skin. It adds no extra hit to it. So, but that's kind of where we're at right now, guys. We're still kind of at standstill, waiting on some more information, as far as like we've got us a pass going on, so it's kind of nice to get some pass time in. But hopefully we start to see more, content within it. I mean, these things, war cargoes, they get where they get kind of boring after a while. I mean, it's 1 versus 1. It's essentially a cutthroat cargo, and I mean it's okay. But after you play it over and over and over, most of the time it's just you running one. It's just I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But again, I'm looking at these scores here, and we're basically like we were last week. We're trading one for the other. We're not actually capturing really anything. We're just kind of trading stuff out. I think we're in a test phase on this stuff, guys. I don't know. It could be. I will say that it feels kind of hollow to me at this point, but I see where they can build upon it. So that'd be cool to see some more depth in on it. I do enjoy the defenses when they pop up, though. I will say that's one of the things I highly enjoy is this new defense system. So hopefully we can see some more things like that happening. Maybe more opportunities for them coming up within an hour. I would love to see some more convoys, larger convoys. They don't have to make the ships harder by any means. Just add more of them. Leave the ships where they're at. Just add more of them. Maybe not even the payout ships. You could just add more escort ships to it. And that's going to make that a lot more fun. Or calling in more help and stuff like that. That's kind of where we're at now is we want to test our weapons. We want to test our armor and things like that. And, we're tired of going against ships that are just teleport in and teleport out. Let's give a break on the teleporting ships a little bit. Ubisoft, that'd be great. I don't know if they even watch our videos anymore, but hopefully they do. Hopefully they're listening to some of the ideas we put out there. Definitely comment in some of the things y'all want to see happen in the game. It's pretty natural for any kind of game like this to reach points where you reach the end of your grind. What we're waiting on now is just more stuff to grind. So we do have this new faction war system, which is kind of cool. It needs a lot more work, but it seems like it's got a decent foundation. I'm not going to say solid because we've had so many issues with the forts trying to farm those forts. And I think something's going on with the way it triggers the defense for the other team. Maybe that's having some kind of issue with us not being able to complete those grinds. I don't know. Last time the first phase we had, for the first few days, I was able to grind for here, Mal, and then all of a sudden become broken, and I can never do it anymore. I could go up with the defense and blow up their towers and things like that. It makes it harder for them to defend against their, the AI ships that come after them. But I don't know, man. Hopefully, we'll see some more things where it'll come up where we can have some PvP type tower defense and stuff like that on some of our towers or our forts and stuff. This is what I'm hoping to see opening up here in the days ahead. But until then, this is what we've got new. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'm going to hop off here.